Slow, silent way, mm, giving, mm, uh, because of being unequal, when statements stop feeling real, we kept statements less real because numbers became familiar. We reduced attention, increased risk, that is often mistaken for control. How the salary day and credit card logic. On salary day, Ali felt relief. The balance looked manageable. He believed income would come. Relief was income cycles would be collapse. Ali used the credit card because it was easy. He didn't always be complicated well. Convenience slowly replaced tension. Ignoring interest calculations, Ali did not avoid track carefully. The percentage felt abstract. Interest feels small, not monthly. It feels heavy manual. Lack of calculations creates underestimation. How the emotional standing feels logical moment. After stressful days, Ali rewarded himself. The purchases felt justified. Emotion provided logic. Logic follow emotion. This cycle repeats silently. How the trap of I deserve this. Ali worked hard. He felt he deserved comfort. The credit card made comfort immediate. Payment was delayed. Delayed consequences weaken discipline. When one missed payment changes everything. 1 month Ali paid late. The penalty appeared, fees increased. Interest compounded. One missed payment often triggers a chain reaction. Another solution with problem is that how the emotional weight of penalties. The penalties was not just financial, it was emotional. Ali felt frustrated. He felt careless. Emotional reactions often lead to more mistakes. How the avoiding customer support instead of using it. Ali avoided calling the bank. He expected judgment. In reality, avoidance increased confusion. Understanding terms earlier could have reduced damage. Fear delays solutions. Credit limit increases as a test. The bank offered a higher limit. Ali felt trusted. Higher limits feel like opportunity. They are also a test of discipline. Not every offer is helpful. Spending adjusts to available credit. With more credit, spending increased naturally. There was no conscious decision. Behavior adapts quickly to availability. Awareness must catch up deliberately. How the problem with multiple installments. Solution is that Ali used installments plan. They felt manageable, multiple small installments overlapped. Total obligations became unclear. Installments hide total cost. When tracking stops completely. Ali stopped tracking expenses. He trusts his memory. Memory is unreliable under stress. Numbers need visibility. Lack of tracking invites surprise. Stress without a clear source. Ali felt stressed but could not explain why. Bills were paid. The source was uncertainty. Uncertainty drains energy. Financial clarity reduces mental pressure. Cultural silence around credit issues. In Pakistan, credit problems are rarely discussed openly. People feel embarrassed, silently normalize mistakes. Education breaks silence. How the comparing with others makes it worse. Ali compared his situations with others. Social media amplified pressure. Comparison removed context. Context matters in finance. Every situation is unique. How the using one card to pay another. Ali transferred balances. He felt relief. The debit did not disappear. It moved. Transfers without strategy delay resolutions. The mental load of constant balances. Thinking about balances became routine. Background stress increased. This mental load affects productivity. Finance impacts more than money. How the realizing the car was driving decisions. Ali noticed something important. Decisions were based on credit availability. This realization was uncomfortable, but it was necessary. Awareness is the start of change. The difference between access and availability, having access to credit is not the same as being able to repay comfortably. This difference is often ignored. Access feels empowering. Ability requires planning. How the understanding behavioral triggers. Ali identified triggers, stress, fatigue, social pressure. Understanding triggers reduced impulsive use. Self-awareness is a financial skill. Learning that discipline is not restriction. Ali feared discipline would reduce happiness. He was wrong. Discipline reduced anxiety. Anxiety had reduced happiness more. Freedom feels calm, not exciting. Small intentional changes begin. Ali limited card use. He did not eliminate it completely. Gradual change felt sustainable. Extreme rules felt fragile. Sustainable systems last longer. Why this part of the story matters. Most people recognize mistakes late. This part explains why. Mistakes feel normal until they accumulate. Education shortens this phase. This story continues because real change takes time. Credit card mistakes rarely happen in one moment. They build slowly, they end slowly. Awareness is the turning point. Thank you for staying with the story. The next part will focus on recovery and rebuilding control.